It's that time to be reasonable, and I'm Frank Perkins, the host, and not to be confused with any kind of more religious connotation. And some people be like, "Well, you don't need to say that. No one thought that." Whatever. I thought it was funny, so I said it. So there. Wow, I'm gonna fix something real quick here as I'm talking to you all. That's a little bit upsetting, so I'm gonna fix that right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I just um, hmm, I don't know. There we go. I was a little bit shocked by that, and I had to fix it because it's so bad. All right, there we go. Now we're actually things are all written reasonably. Uh, so tonight we're gonna start on kind of where Gaming Fix left off. If you didn't watch the show, if you don't watch Gaming Fix and you just watch this, and I'm guessing a lot of people that are uh, like-minded and libertarian probably may not watch the Gaming Fix uh, live podcast, and that's fine. But so the subject we're going to discuss is fairly gaming centered, sort of. I mean, it's also definitely there's definitely some thinking behind this, and I probably should have done a little bit more research, but we're still gonna go at it. And if you hadn't heard, there are 4 states that are going to there are 4 states that are going to that are banning certain type of gaming PC, and those states are California, Seattle, Vermont, and I think some outlier. Let me look for those states here so I can give you the proper information. Let's look this up real quick. Gaming PC ban. I want to thank Tom Hansen for letting me know about this. And basically, U.S. states ban certain Alienware PC sales because of them following. Here it is. In 6 U.S. states, so I'm going to give the 6 U.S. states right now. And this is according to an article from DualShockers, who look like they may not have it set so you can actually. Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. So those states are California, Colorado, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii, and Vermont. And the reason is because you better hold on for now, as new energy has gone into effect in these states, which results in high-end game PCs getting banned. So what this ends up being is, as I've said to a lot of people, is it's like a light bulb. Sorry about that. So I'm going to keep going. So if you didn't hear, that's Vermont, Colorado, California, Oregon, Washington, and Hawaii. And the reason that this is it's basically a light bulb thing, meaning, you know, how like the government tells you that they want you to use certain light bulbs because of how it affects energy use, and they give you free light bulbs, but they're not going to give you a free computer. Well, they might. They've been spending a lot lately. I don't know. Some of these states actually might think that that's a viable option, and we'll get into that into budgetary matters later. So yeah, and basically what this is it's based off of sleep modes on computers. And just for funsies, I'm going to look up my computer according to California code. I have a suspicion, but we're going to look. I don't think there's a lookup, which is a weird thing too. And there's people saying, well, they're not banning them. It's like what they're doing is they're stopping PC sales. And they're not banning PCs yet, but you can't move them between places, so you can't sell them, is what it ends up being. Which is weird, and it's an issue because if you have a if you have a small business that might be affected because you don't know the ins and outs of that, so you might be trying to make, because I know, for instance, me and my father, we would make computers, and those computers were built a certain way. And we, tried to save as much money, so they were older systems. And basically, a lot of those were sold to people that were not well-to-do, or basically middle income to low income families. And it'd be highly possible that I could see that you might have something that might not fit within those parameters, sold. But I was trying to find a list, and there really isn't a list yet. So I'm looking here. Through PCs at this point. So it's not like it's being enforced exactly, but it is something that is frustration. This is from eTechnics. Here it is. While there's undoubtedly been a huge push in recent years to try and reduce the overall carbon footprint of the human race has on the planet, so far I think it would be safe to say the game PCs have largely avoided the angry gaze of environmentalists. a report via video cards, however, in something that can only be described as an act of total insanity, California has just put a new law into effect that has effectively banned the sale of powerful pre-built gaming-based PCs within the state. If that wasn't enough, though, it would appear that various other states in America are also planning to follow suit in the near future. The law known as California's Energy Consumption Tier 2 is effectively a new set of regulations that requires an electrical product to not exceed a certain potential power consumption within a 12-month period. So the bottom line, relevant one of our readers is that many PC systems, and specifically pre-built ones, are no longer legal for sale in the state of California. So this would be an issue, like I said. Here we are. Let's see. Oh, this should be. All right. And I don't know if this is sitting. Is this actually on my thing where it says the kilowatts? Because I think they used to, so it might. I'm looking on my little sticker to see if it says. So we broadcast. I say we, like all of the family products, Gaming Fix, all of the Gaming Fix live streams, everything is broadcast through my MSI computer. And so desktop computers, gamable systems, and then clients with an ES of 250 or less. What's an ES? I don't know what an ES is. Desktop computers, mobile gaming systems, and then clients with ES more than 250, but not more than 425. I don't know if that's... I'm not sure if that's GPU. More than 690. I don't know what I'm looking at, I'll be honest. And that's one of the things. And you have to kind of know let's see, Radeon 6000, which is not my Radeon. My GPU is like it's lower. It's a 686, so it's not quite. I don't think it's in the same category. I don't know. Maybe it's not that powerful. Minimum power factor of a computer power supply that is not already regulated external power supply. So I don't. So one of the things is the rules for this is you almost have to be an electrician, but I mean, Congress people wrote it, right? So I'm kind of wondering, let's look at that. That would be interesting to me. Who wrote the Tier 2 policy that they're doing in California, right? Because, I mean, we want California's energy consumption Tier 2. Okay, let's see who wrote it. California energy consumption Tier 2. All right, so PG&E tiered rate plans, Computer Standards Tier 1 Energy Code ACE, California average grid electricity used as a transportation. But my point is there's a lot of information here that one has to consume in order to know all the rules. And just finding out if your computer is eligible, then that's not extremely clear. But hey, if you want to help us out, one way that you can help us out right now is if you go to tpublic.com/stores/GAMING hyphen fix, that's gaming fix, and find some really cool t-shirts, curated, probably maybe some philosophical t-shirts. We haven't put them together yet. And of course, the Time to Be Reasonable t-shirt. It's always going to be in that store because it's just the way that it worked, and that Gaming Fix was the first to get the store, and I don't want to put it through somewhere else. So it's through Gaming Fix, and it's a TeePublic, and they have sales all the time. But anytime that you pick up something, a sticker or whatever, a pin, then a t-shirt or pin or whatever, then you are able to, those help us out and help us keep the lights on, and eventually, help us make things a little bit better. Like you can see behind me where it says XSplit VCam. Down the road, we'd like to not have that. The Powered by StreamYard, we'd like to, have our own logos on there. We don't have that yet. And until we get a little bit more money, we'll be able to fix that. So that would be something we'd like to work towards in the future. But now I heard something ridiculous that if you're like, all right, is my gaming PC legal in California? I want to know. To look that up so that, Okay, so selling pre-built PCs is where this comes into, but I wanted to see if my gaming PC, how long it'll last and all those things. But apparently, it's kind of hard to find, and Ivan Global seems to be a big name on this. They come up a lot here. Trying to explain this, I'm guessing. Okay, so this is cool. This is the YouTube that I watched, as well as Daryl watched. So this is cool. And yeah, this is really actually a pretty good little thing. Okay, I can't help with esports right now, but I'm just looking to see what we have here. So yeah, so they have what it will be. Clients with ES250 or less. Oh, mobile gaming systems, and then clients with ES more than 425 but no more than 690. Okay, so I think, I don't know if my GPU is bigger or smaller than that, but so that's kind of what they've got as far as information goes. It's not great, but it's what it is. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit before I go this evening, because our president, in his infinite wisdom, in order to encourage people, and I'm going to give you the most legitimate way of encouraging people, and I'm going to be posting this in the Libertarian forums, and I'm going to explain something to you. I'm not wrong for the way that I'm going to encourage everybody tonight. Now, you might think that I am, but I'm just going to say right now that this is the most acceptable way. It is, and it's what I'm going to do. Uh, please get vaccinated. That way we can be on track. If you get vaccinated, then there'll be more of us that are vaccinated, and we have more of a chance of not facing mutations. Also, just concern for your health, and there's more chance of you surviving if you're vaccinated. Or if you feel like that's a false narrative, I'll just straight out say, please get vaccinated. I'd really appreciate it. It'd make me happy if that's acceptable to you. But I don't believe in making anything mandatory or anything like that, but I do believe that it's totally within my rights to ask people to do something. And I don't think I'm wrong in doing that. There's no force implied. There's nothing like that. I'm just saying, hey, please get vaccinated. So I think that makes sense. I honestly don't think that it is not within the government's purview if they have people working for them to say that there are certain requirements in order to work for them. And those requirements being that you have to be vaccinated doesn't seem like that's that far off to me. And I understand that might not be completely libertarian, a libertarian view, but I think it is fairly solidly objective in that if someone were to come and they were to come to Wendy's, then I could make requirements of them working for Wendy's. If somebody has agreed to work for the government, then it seems to me that saying, hey, you need to do these things in order for us to let you continue working here. That to me doesn't seem off. And I've told people, feel free to leave comments. If you want to leave comments, you'll leave comments on Facebook where we post at Golden State Libertarians, or if you want to leave comments here on YouTube, you can. But that seems reasonable to me. What I'm not sure is reasonable, and what doesn't necessarily seem like it fixes the problem, and for a number of reasons, just from an economical standpoint. Saying that if you get vaccinated, we're going to give you $100 card or $100. Or actually, that's not what was said, but if what was said was, if you're vaccinated, states encourage people to be vaccinated by offering them $100 rewards. And since that was what was offered, that's kind of an entirely different thing, because you're offering a you're not offering, you're basically, there's no incentive. It's basically you're saying, and some states I think might be more likely to be able to do that, but some other states might not. A good example is most of the states are dealing with about 50% not getting vaccinated, and maybe in some other states it's higher or lower. I'm not really sure. But let's say it's at half. There's some states, let me see here. I'm going to look at state populations. State populations. All right, so there's some states I'm going to check that have a very low state population. The highest state population at the moment, even though we're getting people are leaving, but the highest state population is California, followed by Texas. But let's see here. I'm trying to see the lowest state population. Okay, so here's a good example. Wyoming, with a state population of 581 and 75. That's so half of that would be about 250. Well, it'd be a little bit more than that. I'm just giving a rough estimate. I don't need any math lessons, but basically it'd be, close to 300, I guess. And then you look at a population, that's not pulling in anywhere near the same taxes, probably doesn't have a budget anywhere near as large as, say, California, and they're supposed to give half of those people incentives, or $100. So that's say 300. So it's either 30 or it's, I think it's either 3 million or 30 million. It could be 300 million. Unfortunately, I should calculate that, but basically my point is it could be a large amount of money for a small state, is basically what I'm saying. And obviously some states are going to be able to do that and not have a problem, and some states are not going to be able to do that, and they're going to definitely have some problems. So it's one thing to consider. It's a lot of times government's answer is to get out the old checkbook. And I've got to say, like in California, we had a lottery for $1.5 million. I think that's still there. There's some cities and counties that are paying $50 per vaccination, and it's still sitting at about 50% last I checked. So let me see if there's been a bump over the weekend or something. Also, the Los Angeles put out an Amber Alert saying, hey, COVID is so bad that, we're calling for everybody to get vaccinated. And I don't think that moved the needle at all either. That was, I want to say that was Monday, but I'm not sure because I don't have that written down or anything. And please don't get me on my math, because like I said, it's more exploratory. It's just to make a point. I could actually have looked up all the numbers and actually figured out Wyoming, but I didn't think that was actually of any real value at this point. I was just trying to make a point that obviously each state has different needs and abilities, and so they are not going to all meet the same needs and abilities. So I'm looking here. California vaccine record, or California vaccine lottery winners. This is a thing. Vax for the win. This was in COVID-19 California. Vax for the win. California vaccine incentive program. Get vaccinated, get rewarded. Did you get vaccinated between May 27th and July 18th? And you can get, let's see. Did you vaccinate between May 27th and you're still eligible to collect your $50 incentive card? Okay, so you get an incentive card. And free tickets to Six Flags are also available at select locations. If you got vaccinated around May to July 18th. I could check my record. I don't know. I thought it was April, but I don't know. Anyway, apparently you could get Six Flags. So they've got Six Flags tickets, $50 cards, and again, I want to look at the numbers. And the vaccine, I think you get the vaccine. Winners of the California $15 million vaccine lottery. So I guess it's a lottery, a card, and a thing to Six Flags. So 3 things, and I'm going to look to see what the California vaccine vaccination rate is right now with all that good, cool stuff, right? Let's see. Let's see here. That's the vaccine dashboard, but I want California. Okay, here we are. This is according to ABC7. And that better not fire because I'm not trying to get, no. You better not go start. I don't want you to start. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, really? Trying to get you information. I'm sorry, but every website wants to sell stuff, and I'm just trying to get the tracker so I can see. Let's see. So here we go. So vaccine doses administered the moment is 43,864,771. So that's vaccine doses administered. People receive at least 1 dose. Okay, so the total population of fully vaccinated, it's at 54% right now. And it was at 54% last Friday when I talked about this with somebody. So I don't know that incentives are going to really change anything. I know that people that are watching this right now are very stubborn about it. They made up their mind, and they think that even me asking is an imposition. And I don't really know what else to say. I think that the way that that's being handled is not the smartest way. But I wish that people would take personal responsibility and try and consider how what they're doing is affects them, really, and that it could end up biting them in the ass. I don't know. Probably the last time I'll talk about vaccines, but it's something it was an issue this week, so I thought I would discuss it. All right, everybody. Have a good weekend.